Hello, my name is Dana Gattikin. I'm the Ag and Natural Resource Educator with Purdue Extension in Vigo County, and this is the Veterans in Agriculture Virtual Resource Fair. We'll be talking about funding, resources, and education programs specifically for veterans. We'll end our series with a panel of veterans who currently farm. So thank you for joining us.
I am part of the Indiana AgVet. This is a new program. We are in our first year of presentations for this program. We are collaborating. I work for Hoosier Uplands in Mitchell, Indiana, and we are collaborating with Purdue University, which we had collaborated with them as their subcontractor on the AgriBility grant. And now the roles have switched because we are now the contractor and they are the subcontractor for this grant. This is sponsored through the USDA, and we are very proud to have this. It works two ways. We support the veterans, and then we also support agriculture. We're trying to prepare the military veterans for a successful and meaningful career in agriculture, production, or agribusiness through education, mentoring, and hands-on internships. But we also are addressing the issues of agriculture by recruiting and training veterans for agricultural careers to support. There's over 400,000 veterans in Indiana that call Indiana home, and a lot of those already have ties to agriculture. And so we are just working on that to try to get these veterans well educated and introduced into agriculture to support them. And the long-range goal for the program is to enhance the potential for successful placement of veterans in ag-related careers through intense hands-on learning experiences. And I'll show you how we're going to do that. The program is open to any veterans. They do not have to have a disability. We will address those disabilities to provide service if needed, but they do not have to have any type of a disability. It's not only serving Indiana, but we're also serving the surrounding states of Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky, and Illinois. The program works like this. We have the mentoring and support, which is personal job coaching, peer mentoring, and disability support. And I'll go further into these in a minute. Then there's the agriculture and vocational training, which includes a lot of core trainings and additional education based on personal interests and goals. And then there's the internship experience, where we will actually let them work at the facilities and we will pay them to do that. The core trainings are included with the introduction to the program. Of course, we have been set back by this virus too. So a lot of this has been put on the back burner for right now. We were going to do tours of Indiana farms and agribusinesses as an introduction. And of course, their employment and career guidance, ag safety and health training, and we are actually doing that now through a program called Good Days Work, and it's an online program where they work at different sections, and then there's a training with videos and then a quiz at the end. And so we're in the middle of we've already done 10 sections, and we can go ahead and do that infinitely. There's the commercial pesticide applicator core training. We were going to pick up the tab for that. We had training already arranged when all of this hit, and so we are still planning on getting everybody certified into the pesticide applicator training, and then also the OSHA forklift certification. And again, we cover all of the fees for these programs. And we're going to have a lot of supplemental options. If they need their CDLs, we will provide training for their CDLs. If they need quality assurance training, just many, as you can see, different types of trainings And we are working with each one personally to try to get them trained in whatever training that's needed. When we assign people to these job sites, interns will be assigned as a job coach or mentor, and we'll develop the curriculum and the guidance throughout the program through that. And then a mentor will be assigned to each person that takes the training, and they will actually visit with them on site during their training and find out what's needed and go ahead and let them try to handle any type of things that may come up. The disability services, AgriBility is, if you don't know what AgriBility helps farmers to overcome illnesses and injuries and go ahead and be productive on the farm. We do it through a lot of assistive technology to provide, if you need a lift up into your tractor because you're wheelchair bound or things like that. We do all types of assistive technology, and we will work with these AgVets at the host sites to ensure that they have accessibility as needed. And then they're counselors and mentors for service-related challenges such as PTSD will be addressed also. The stipends will be provided to interns at no cost to the hosts. We have 12 locations at Purdue farms that have agreed to provide sites for our interns. These sites are everything from targeting vegetable growing to beef cattle. There's a lot of different availability as far as subjects to help these farmers get what they're interested in, and then they range from the top of the state to the bottom of the state. And plus we have grain facilities, specialty farms, agribusinesses such as grain handling and machinery dealers, nurseries, turfs, landscape operations, forest production products, and we have just a whole list of possibilities where we can place these mentors or these AgVets. When we did the interview for the people that couldn't be in it, we gave them a whole list of a page of possibilities of interest that they have, and so that we could look at that and put them where they need to be. We get support from the Indiana agribusinesses, commodity organizations, and for the intern placements. And again, there's sites throughout Indiana. These are our partners, or just a few of our partners. We have farm and agribusiness organizations such as Farm Bureau. We have veteran service organizations such as the Indiana chapter of the Farmer Veteran Coalition. AgriBility is on board with us, Hoosier Uplands, of course, and Purdue. Extension is on board. The Purdue Ag Centers and the Indiana state government is also involved in this project. If you're interested in becoming an AgVet, the internship is approximately 8 weeks of the actual on-farm internships, plus, we'll do all of the preliminary training, the core trainings besides that before we put them on the farms. But if you're interested, you can either contact myself or Ed Sheldon at Purdue, and we would be glad to help sign you up. We are targeting 15. We've got 16 actually enrolled in our first class that is being currently held. And if you're interested, please let me know, because we'd be glad to try to get you involved. I think that's all I have.
Thank you, Linda. That was wonderful. How many groups have you had go through this program already?
This is our first year, so this is our first group.
Oh, good, good.
It's a learning experience.
Yeah. But I remember when the Purdue campus and Hoosier Upland, we all, like Veterans Affairs, all got together and discussed this program. What I think blew back, like what stunned the group, was how all-encompassing this was. Like, it was like like veterans, here's your toolkit, you can explore anything you want. And that just, I think it got everyone excited. Yeah, so I really appreciate you coming and talking to us about Indiana AgVet and all the opportunities and the funding and support behind it. Did anyone have any questions for Linda while we have her here?